Motivation is unreliable, but you don't need it. I found ways to work without motivation. In today's video, I will be sharing 4 hacks that help me work even when I'm not motivated. There is this myth, I need to be motivated, I need to wait for motivation in order to work. But that is not good and it's not true. You don't need motivation to work. You can work without that. Let's see what are the 4 hacks that you can use. Number 1 is the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule says that if an action takes less than 2 minutes to do it, you should do it immediately. If it takes more than 2 minutes, then you should find the starting point, the starting action that you can do that lasts less than 2 minutes. Let me give you an example. When I want to record YouTube videos, that takes more than 2 minutes. However, setting up the camera and turning it on takes less than 2 minutes. So that is why the first action I do is to set up the camera. In that way, this creates a momentum signaling to your body, okay, now we are recording YouTube videos. So your brain sees the cue camera, associates that with recording videos, and then the motivation shows up and suddenly you want to record videos. So the first rule was the 2-minute rule. The second rule is the 15 minutes focus. Research studies have shown that usually it takes 10 to 20 minutes for people to reach high focus state. On average, that's 15 minutes. So what I do, I set a 15 minutes timer. Until the timer goes off, I cannot change to another task. Once the 15 minutes passed, I will reach a focus flow state. Once in that state, it's easy to work. You don't feel like changing the task. But during those first 15 minutes, until the timer goes off, you need to stay focused on the task that you're doing, because if you switch, this breaks the flow and you need to start from zero. So next time you want to work, you want to be highly focused, set a 15 minutes timer, and during those 15 minutes, you cannot do anything else. Number 3 is external triggers. This can be a calendar, an accountability buddy, a reminder on your phone. What are these external triggers going to do? So for example, when you put things in your calendar, you are more likely, as studies have shown, to actually complete them. That's just how our brain works. So it sees an external cue in the environment, and this cue in the environment, which will be the calendar, will trigger the activity in our brain that is going to prepare us to work. When it comes to accountability, another external trigger, people are more likely to complete something when they have a little bit of a social pressure, because we are simply made to live with other people, and as much as we would like not other people to affect us, they still do. So having an accountability buddy is great to help you actually work on something when you're not feeling motivated. That is why I have, for example, a fitness coach. And whenever I'm not motivated and maybe I haven't been working out, he asks me, hey, why are you not working out? And then this pressure from the environment, social pressure, immediately motivates me to go and work out. I also have a French teacher, and then she always asks me, have you done your homework? And then when I know I need to do this homework and I need to show it to my professor, there is this external social pressure that makes me motivated to do the homework. The third trick is to have external cues such as your calendar, reminders, somebody to hold you accountable. And number 4 is to set up your environment. You want to have a clean desk. You want to turn off notifications from your phone. Why? Because any clutter, any distractions will be processed by our brain. So for example, if you have a lot of clutter, the brain will keep being distracted and it will keep processing the clutter around you. And in that way, you will lose some brain power on this clutter rather than using it for important activities. Similarly with notification. Every notification will trigger a response in our brain because the brain needs to process this sound. And that is why you get distracted. And the more distracted you get, the less motivated you are. So the best thing is to turn off your phone, to clean your desk, and then go and work. I really hope that these 4 hacks were useful and you can use them to work when you're not feeling motivated. Make sure to subscribe to my channel because I talk more in detail about each of those. Also, for those of you who want to take their productivity to the next level, I offer one-on-one coaching sessions. To see whether the coaching is for you, you should schedule a discovery call in the comments down below. So you click on that link, you schedule your discovery call, and then we talk one-on-one. It's confidential and it's for free. So to summarize this video, you don't need motivation in order to work. You can use brain hacks such as the 2-minute rule, the 15-minute rule, external cues, and the environment setup that can help you get motivated even when you're not and start working. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you in some of my future videos.